What I love about Soto and what I actually hate when I'm taking the class is that there's cardio in the Soto Sweat. I did not do any cardio, but it's 2 blocks of cardio. They're spaced out, which means it's 8 minutes total of my workout. And it's really just 4 minutes and 20 seconds that I have to get through twice. And mentally, I can commit to that, even though there was no chance in hell that I was going to run 8 minutes on a treadmill. And so there's also the component where you are bringing back cardio and, you know, forcing people to get some hard exercise in.
I think kind of having like the end in mind has been really helpful. But to your point, it's not always been Kato necessarily. I think it was always something in better for you food. And that really goes back to like my own journey with food.
Yeah.
I have at different points had like not the best relationship with food. I last year had some like gut health challenges and so had to go on a really restricted diet, which that was ultimately what led me to like really experimenting in the kitchen and creating Kato.
I started a pop-up yoga brand when pop-up yoga was like kind of new and cool. And I was very successful and, hey, here's how we're going to build the brand and here's how we're going to get people really excited to come to our events. And like you two both know this world really well, right? Like when you find something that's actually solving a problem and you're doing it in a way that's differentiated, people can get really excited. And so I think it was the path of like being really good at seeing a gap in the market and an opportunity and saying, I'm going to take like one step in front of the next to say like, how do I bring this to life and then keep building versus having like this whole perfect business plan.
There's one way of doing it where, especially with this kind of new medium I'm doing of like these carousel posts with some text, of just talking about a restaurant like more factually than my feelings around it. Also, I'm somebody who not only loves a vibe, like I love a playlist, or I met like one server who was just so nice, we really bonded.
Yeah.
So I figure out ways in that way. If something was really horrible, whether it be that they were mean or something got us sick, then
or the
I
service
think I
was,
would.
Just horrendous, right?
Then I
that
think
doesn't
I
happen
would.
often, to be fair.
No,
Even
no.
especially
It's once in a blue moon.
And then from there, it was like once this started to have like a bit more stickiness and viability, then started talking to like partners about like formulation, manufacturing. There was like a whole legal component to this because of the ingredients we're using. They're not traditionally used in alcohol. And so like a lot of pieces that had to be figured out, that's what took a while behind the scenes until we could bring it to market.
I remember late in 2020, I got an offer from a brand to make a video and they were going to pay me $500. And I was like, this is it. Like, I made it. So much money. And it
right out of college. You were right
I
out
was
of
right
college.
out of college.
Yeah.
And that is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money
a lot
to
of
make a
money
video.
for one video.
I mean, it's like, what, a 30-second, 1-minute video? $500? I mean, that's wild.
That's a lot of money. Yeah. And so I remember when I got that offer, I was like, oh my God, like I think that I could maybe do this full time.
I was already putting the date bark I was making in the freezer because I was making it with like bananas or raspberries. So that like wasn't going to stay good putting it in the fridge.
Yeah.
So that kind of was a natural thing that happened. But anyways, I love the freezer. I like put chocolate or any like random dessert that you wouldn't think should be in the freezer. I'll put it in the freezer because I enjoy it better that way. And also I like love, I don't know if you've had True Fruit before. It's like the chocolate covered.
I love True Fruit.
So I would say that they're amazing and I eat them all the time, but they have natural flavors. They're not truly clean.
Yeah.
And I see a gap in that space. I don't see a ton of competitors that are like in that market.
I think that like you really can't underestimate how important brand is, because if something looks super appealing and super aspirational, like people will click it and they will do the work to educate themselves a little bit. And so we just spent so much time trying to nail down brand before we launched that we came out of the gate looking super trustworthy, super appealing. Like our website was like, I would say that probably more than most pre-launch brands that don't have venture backing, we spent like way more on web design and photo shoots and branding than like most people do. But I think it paid off in spades for us because it was like the second people saw it, they could have been like, oh, this is like a mushroom. This is like kind of weird. But it looked really legit.
So that's why I decided to make more like, how to say, American, like not standard. It's so
accessible, maybe.
Accessible, love that
flavors.
way. Yeah. It's so then people can approach easily. So that's why we create Strawberry was hibiscus.
Love.
Love.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Blueberry was elderflower.
Love
Okay.
that.
And lemon peach. So like it's gonna be, how to say, the seaweed is already kind of a weirdo. Right?
Yes.
So we
Yes.
need more like more approachable something.
Recognizable.
I would love for anybody who's thinking about fertility to think of Bird and Bee. I wish for our brand that we are in the hands of everybody at a very, very early stage. And my big kind of pie in the sky dream is to bring fertility education to younger folks. Like I'm talking university aged females and males. And I want to be able to deliver that reproductive health 2.0 that hopefully they'll actually remember, because nobody remembers that class in grade 10.
Honestly, on Friday nights, I'm always like sticking out my tongue and looking in the mirror and be like, how is this week for my body? And it's like, if I see like a really deep crack and groove in my tongue, I'm like, I'm more tired than I think I am. That's good info. I should really take it easy this weekend.
Oh my gosh, it's like my aura ring. I'm like, oh, I can't do anything today.
Right,
It's telling me I need to rest.
You're like, my tongue is telling me I need to rest all weekend.
Exactly.
But that's why now, like, we offer one-on-one
Yeah.
virtual consults with our doctors of Chinese medicine, because so much of the education we're doing as Elix is to help people. Like, literally, our motto is tune in, harmonize, heal. We want to help people tune in to the signs and symptoms from our body.
These are the pillars of Chinese medicine. So Chinese medicine has acupuncture as one pillar. Then we have the herbal therapy, which is another pillar. We have lifestyle, food, dietary guidance. That's another pillar. We have moxibustion, which is an entirely separate pillar of its own. And then we have like Qigong, Tai Chi, the forms of movement as well. So there are all of these different components that kind of go into practicing Chinese medicine as a synergistic, like whole-bodied medicine.
Toothbrushes are kind of like sneakers. So many of them have so many bells and whistles. And I think often consumers are left a bit confused. Like, do I need the one with the fancy rubber neck and handle, these bristles, those bristles? But anyways, we decided to go back to the drawing board. And you always I always start by asking Crystal, hey, like if you had your dream toothbrush, what need would it fill that doesn't exist today? And so
so I basically designed my dream toothbrush. And the great thing is that dental professionals, when they see it and they feel it and they use it, they're like, this is a toothbrush that I've been looking for my entire career. So much that there's even a dental hygienist who tattooed it on herself.
Oh my God.
Because it is, it's real. Yeah.
So we recommend that you put one pair of insoles in your shoes, and once you put them in, you don't take them out.
Okay.
The idea is that you walk differently in every type of shoe that you have, and since there is some custom molding technology in them, like you don't want that to change from shoe to shoe. We do have 3 different versions. We have the classic, which are over there, the green ones, and then we have the athletic ones, and we have the universal ones. So the classic ones are intended for your like lifestyle boots, your lifestyle sneakers that have removable insoles. So you'll take the insoles out and you'll put the green insoles in. We also have the athletic ones, which are intended for sneakers and running shoes. The universal is for shoes without removable insoles. So
Boots,
like
heels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a loafer.
Loafer.